What's up, everyone? As of the recording of this video, last night was Sony's 2017 E3 press conference. What did we see? What are we getting? And when is it coming out? Now, a lot of the stuff we saw last night was a tentative 2018 release. Which, I mean, that sucks, but hey, 2018 is only 7 months away. We saw more images and video of the new Spider-Man game produced by Insomniac, which I'm excited for. I'm a big fan of the Arkham series, but the way Spider-Man looks, they made it look like a little bit of Arkham, a little bit of Assassin's Creed. It was an interesting gameplay element that they were showing off, that you could just kind of web swing. I mean, that's what Spider-Man does, but the way he would shoot the web bullets, basically, it was cool. I'm excited for it. I pre-ordered the game last night, actually, after they showed it. We saw a new trailer and new gameplay footage of God of War, which is cool also because I love God of War. I mean, the game looks like it's going to be taking more of an action game instead of a beat 'em up now. So that's a little, maturity, I guess, in the franchise. I mean, Kratos' new look is getting to me too. I didn't really like it at first, but it's kind of looking cool. And then you have your son following you around for a lot of the game. It looks like, at least at this point of development, it looks like it's going to play fine. I mean, God of War's God of War. Sony always pulls out all the stops, and so does Santa Monica. And I'm hoping that's the studio that produces God of War, or else I'm going to look like an idiot. But I'm almost positive it's Santa Monica. What else did we get? Shadow of the Colossus is getting an HD remake. I've never played the original Shadow of the Colossus. I did just recently play The Last Guardian, which is the same studio, but I've heard Shadow of the Colossus is a fantastic game, and I'm actually very excited to maybe picking this one up and playing it. It was a PS2 game. It did get a PS3 remake, an HD remake with Ico back in 2011, I believe. But let's see how it's going to fare up on the PS4. The gameplay footage we saw looked phenomenal. It did. So that's Shadow of the Colossus is coming to us in 2018. We saw footage of Destiny 2, which is, that's an interesting one. I feel like it was just yesterday that the original Destiny came out, and looking back at it, it's already almost 3 years ago. Time is flying, guys. But anyway, this is cool because once again Bungie is giving, I guess, PlayStation exclusive stuff, because at the end of the trailer it did say PlayStation is the best way to play Destiny 2. So I guess Sony and Bungie still have a good working agreement, and Bungie's still trying to, I guess, piss off Microsoft. That's what I've always seen it as. After, Bungie left, and now Sony's getting all these exclusives. I mean, I might be wrong with that, but that's exactly how it seems to me. We saw more gameplay footage of Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, which I don't know how I feel about this game. You follow Chloe and Nadine from Uncharted 2, and let me check that real quick. Uncharted 4, in their own little adventure they're going on. It's cool. They're treasure hunters. It's going to play like Uncharted. It might feel a little more like a Tomb Raider now. That might just be because of the female protagonist. Oops. I don't know. I was a big Nathan Drake fan. I don't know how Uncharted's going to do without him. I know he's like a retired treasure hunter now as of the end of Uncharted 4. I guess this game, might play fine. It might not. We'll find out. I think with Naughty Dog still being the studio behind it, the game is going to be fantastic. One thing I was very, very excited about seeing was we finally saw new gameplay footage of Detroit Become Human. Quantic Dream is their newest game, which Quantic Dream, for you guys who don't know, are the people behind Beyond Two Souls and Heavy Rain, two of my favorite PS3 games. I've been waiting for Detroit Become Human for a hot minute now. I'm happy that I think it said we were going to see a 2018 release. I don't know if it's just me, but the gameplay footage, at least the story, seemed a lot different than what we were shown, I think, last year. I don't know if they switched up the story or if I'm just remembering wrong. But overall, those were the basis, or those were the top games that I think Sony showed off for E3 that, caught my eye. One thing also that was interesting is they didn't use a lot of stage time. By stage time, I mean we only had that one little 5-minute segment, which I know you guys are going to hate me for forgetting his name, but the one guy from Sony came out to show us a trailer of something, which I'm probably forgetting what it was, and it's probably a big game that I'm going to be attacked for not remembering. I'm sorry. It's early in the morning still here as I'm recording this. I'm looking at the list of games that were announced and or shown last night, and none of them are really catching my eye as to what they were. If any of you remember what that was and what that guy's name is, leave a comment below. But it was interesting because I'm used to Sony being on stage for a lot of their stuff. Last night was a lot of just montage of what's coming, and sometimes that's what's needed. They didn't oversaturate themselves, and they just were like, pretty much, here's what you're getting, this is when it's coming out, and this is what we're doing. And I mean, a lot of words need to be said. I think Sony did a fantastic job with E3 last night, and I'm actually very excited for the PlayStation brand. We also saw a lot of new VR games coming out, which also looked very, very cool. I still don't have a PlayStation VR. I'm working on it, guys. I would love to review those games eventually. But what did you guys think of Sony's E3 2017 press conference? Leave your comments below. Let me know what games you're looking forward to. What games I should go and check out. Like the video. Subscribe to my channel, please. It all helps. Thank you. I just recently hit 110 subscribers as of the recording of this video, which fantastic. And coming up in a few short hours is Nintendo's press conference. Let's see what they're going to give us. What we got coming for the Switch and the 3DS. But until then, Sony, E3 2017, what are you guys' opinions? Leave a comment in the box below. As always, thank you for watching. Happy gaming. Enjoy your days.